Hello, everyone. A very good afternoon to all. And dear authors and invited guests, welcome to the technical session 5A. My name is Anisha Mishra, and I am the moderator for this session. On behalf of Global Knowledge Research Foundation, it is my great pleasure to welcome you all to the 7th International Conference on Smart Trends in Computing and Communications, SMARTCOM 2023 through Zoom. I hope you will enjoy the knowledgeable and interactive sessions through the day. In this session, we have 8 presentations, and each presenter will be given 8 minutes for the presentation and 2 minutes for their question and answer. And on 7 minutes, I will raise a gentle reminder. There is also a request to all the presenters and participants that you all please stay connected with us till the closing of the session. And if you have any update or query, then you can write it to me in the chat box. So just before we get started, I would like to introduce you all to the chair of the session, Professor Kirit J. Modi. Professor Kirit J. Modi is currently working as a professor and head at CE and IT department, IQAC coordinator at Sankal Chand Patel College of Engineering, and Dean at Faculty of Computer Science, Sankal Chand Patel University. He has more than 20 years of teaching experience. He has published more than 25 research papers in the reputed international conferences, referred journals. He has served as a member of editorial board and program committees of international conferences and journals indexed in Web of Science and Scopus. He has received the award of Best Professor in Information Technology at World Education Congress Global Awards in 2023 and President Award for Staff Excellence in the category of the Research for the year of 2018 at Ganpat University in 2019. He has a good research and focused attitude towards web services, semantic web, distributed computing, cloud computing, and Internet of Things. Dear sir, welcome to the session. Sir, you're on mute.
Yeah, I'm muted. Yeah. Okay. So good morning to all, and thank you very much, madam, for giving my introduction, and I am available. Yeah, please.
Okay. So now moving further, I would like to start with the papers. And I would like to invite our first presenter, Tulasi Biku, to present her paper on the paper title, A Boosted Random Forest Algorithm for Automated Bug Classification. So dear presenter, you may please start your presentation. I think she has not joined the session yet. So we will move to our second presentation. And I would like to invite Vinayak R. Pillai to present his paper on the title, A Study on Cross-Site Scripted Attacks. Dear presenter, you may please start your presentation.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Oh, thank you, sir. So we will be presenting the cross-site scripting, and thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for the opportunity. May I share the screen?
Yes.
Yes, you can.
Hello, can you see the screen?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay. Like once again, can you see the first slide?
Yes.
So we are doing a study on the cross-site scripting, and my other teammates are Mama Yadu Krishnan and Sanjana and myself. And to the abstract. So web application have several security problems, and one of the most important security risks facing web users is cross-site scripting. or XSS. As more later devices uses various web applications for diverse activities, the potential of cross-site scripting assault is increasing. By abusing the cross-site scripting vulnerabilities in web applications, hackers can obtain victims gathering information or other sensitive information. So, and these apps are now a must for the majority of crucial systems such as emergency response, investing, and health management. Therefore, they must include reliable security process. Hello, sir.
Yeah, continue.
Okay, sir. So therefore, they must include reliable security process in addition to inflated value they offer to their customers. We examined several cross-site scripting vulnerabilities against web application in this paper. Cross-site scripting works by exploiting a vulnerability in web application that allows an attacker to inject malicious code into a web page viewed by other users. The attackers typically does this by tricking a website's users into clicking on a link or submitting a form that contains the malicious code. Once the code is executed by the user's browser, it can perform a variety of actions like stealing sensitive information such as cookies or login credentials, and modifying appearances or behavior of the website, redirecting the user to malicious website, performing unauthorized actions on user's behalf, such as making a purchase or posting a message. So during the abstract, I have already explained what the cross-site scripting will be. And there are two types of cross-site scripting. First one, reflected cross-site scripting, also known as non-persistent, and other one is stored cross-site scripting, also known as persistent. Reflected attacks are delivered to victims via another route, such as in an email message or some other website. When a user is like tricked into clicking on a link, they submit a specially crafted form, or even just browsing to a malicious site. The injected code travels to the vulnerable website, which reflects the attack back to the user's browser. Such scripts are not stored in the server side. So I have presented some pictures which shows the example of it. So basically here you can see the website where you have to input a name, but the attacker is using special script, and the browser basically takes the script and executes it. So the browser is accidentally executing the script. So we can like create a hello message which is not intended by the developers. And the other one is persistent cross-site scripting attack, or also known as stored cross-site scripting. It does not require any crafted link for execution, as the attacker stores the malicious script in the server side itself. So like when a user goes to a particular website, the website is already corrupted. So like that, that's an example for the stored cross-site scripting. In this picture, you can see how it happens. Basically, attacker attacks the server side of the website, and the user, when visiting it, the attacker can automatically take the sensitive information from the user just by viewing the page itself from the server itself. For some of the prevention techniques, first one is filtering. Script code is transferred into the text string and gets displayed as it is. Second one is cookie security. It only permits IP address of the user who originally logged in. Using BB code, a web application that uses BB code can offer users enhanced and formatted text, thereby defending against such an attack. Disabled cookie. Cookies are responsible for allowing and authenticating authorized user. However, a substitute that offers the functionalities needed for users to connect with web applications rather than relying on them must be created. Disable JavaScript. JavaScript code is used by cross-site scripting to harm users. With this method, only trusted websites have JavaScript enabled, preventing any harm from happening. It functions as a whitelist method. Cross-site scripting attacks and their prevention during development. So in the design phase, we can use radio buttons, drop-down list, or checkboxes in place of as few text boxes as possible. And during coding phase, we can sanitize or validate input by ensuring data is properly typed. Validate input on both the client and server side for data type, data length, and data format. Encode the string so that the database interprets all meta characters as regular characters. For file name, we can use whitelist that limit the character set to be used, using a whitelist of allowable file extension, using proper output encoding, escaping, and quoting, and like not trusting the client side input and enforcing a tight checking the server side. And during the testing phase, we can use penetration testing on servers, application, and perimeter security. So cross-site scripting bombs in online social network and its defense mechanism. Some of the defense mechanisms are Blueprint, XSS Guard, Sainer, Pathcutter, XSS DS. Blueprint. Blueprint is mainly used to safeguard against browser parsing quirks and is compatible with commonly used browser by most users. Many testing has come to a conclusion that it is effective on more than 96% of browser and has modest performance overhead. XSS Guard. It is a server-side framework for detecting cross-site script attacks. It works by deducing the intents of web application and using that information to prevent the assaults. Removes any malicious script data before it is included in the HTTP return web page. Sainer. It analyzes the viability of sanitization routes for combating XSS attack. This methodology suggests two sanitization techniques. First one is static analysis method. Static analysis method examines the string manipulation process to explain how a web application modifies its input values. And in bottom-up dynamic analysis method, which tries to recreate the web application's source code and then executes it without malicious input values to find problematic sanitization routines. But in the same, the deployment cost of this technology is significant as it uses some of the dynamic components. In Pathcutter. Pathcutter is a novel method for deleting JavaScript bombs, self-propagation path. It finds HTTP requests that modify server content on the page and split the page into views. Its disadvantage is that it is unable to defend against phishing attacks, drive-by download attacks, or protect each view from being infected. XSS-DS. It looks at the JavaScript code in the web application to look for changes. It detects reflected XSS and persistent XSS, like I said before. The disadvantages is that because there is no recent malicious script in the database, the false positive rate when detecting the stored XSS attack will increase. So in an investigation on the static analysis with other algorithms, we can detect the XSS vulnerability through some method. First in static analysis, analysis of a source code without execution can cause false positive. In dynamic analysis, interact with the software rather than the code by modeling user behavior. In hybrid analysis, combining both static and dynamic analysis and reduce error caused in static analysis. in machine learning without the need for repetitive external programming. It can learn new things and adjust to any dataset changes. Data mining, obtaining interesting data and pattern from the dataset. And these are the summary table we have made based on the paper. And in conclusion, the growing usage of the web in the developing of pervasive apps is posing new security risks to the infrastructures that support them. Online application developers must consider the usage of support tools such as secure coding techniques and programming models. The extensive presence of these online applications in vital critical systems in areas such as healthcare, finance, government, administration, and so on demonstrate the significance of such attacks. Thank you.
Vinayak.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah, so I have seen that you have presented the contents very well, right? The topic you have taken is very relevant, is very useful topic, right? Means now it is equally important that each and every one should know about this. This is a topic which is, we can say, it belongs to kind of the cyber security, right?
Yes, sir.
One thing is that what I have observed is that you have even presented the literature part, literature study, right? You have even presented in tabular format. But
Yes,
I have seen that you have not include the citation part. I think you might be aware about the citation. Are you aware about that citation part? So citation means,
yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So citation means actually whenever you are including the contents, right? Whenever you are trying to incorporate the contents of the any existing literature, so you have to cite, you have to specify from which source.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah, you have taken that, right? So normally when we are going for the literature study, so it is our responsibility to acknowledge, right, from where we have actually taken that part. Otherwise, overall, you have tried and even you can present, you have even presented with the example, but even you can identify what kind of the research issues or challenges which are very common or recent, where I think the work is required. So you can even add that part in your presentation.
Oh, understood, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay, nice.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much for the presentation. And now we will move further to our next presenter. And I would like to invite Sakshi Singh Rajput to present her paper on the title Design and Development of a Cross-Platform Application, MSCW app. Dear presenter, you may please start your presentation.
Yeah. Just a minute. Is my screen is visible?
Yes, it is.
Yes, yes.
So good afternoon, everyone. Today I, Sakshi Singh, along with Miss Ashima Hasti, Department of Computer Science, Mata Sundari College for Women, University of Delhi, are present here to present our research paper on topic Design and Development of a Cross-Platform Application, MSCW app. So we all know that the era of mobile technology opens the window for cross-platform compatible mobile application, and cross-platform mobile app is an app which can be deployed or published on multiple platforms. So we came with the MSCW application, a cross-platform compatible mobile application, which are being developed with the aim to get timely notification of events without missing the deadlines and receive job and internship opportunities on time. So in other words, we can say that our college app is Wholesome Information Center. So what is the scope of our app? So the scope of our app is that we gave it gave a timely notification about any upcoming event organized by different societies and department of our college. And also there is a functionality to keep track of the time left to register for the event, thereby significantly reducing the probability of missing the registration deadline for any event. So the purpose also involved providing an interface to the students to submit their grievances if they have any issue and check the closure status and connect student and action takers directly. Also, our alumni can stay in touch with their alma mater through the campus app. And moreover, alumni can post of job and internship openings for their juniors. And additionally, placement cell can also submit the entry-level job opportunities for the students. So what is the aim of the research? The aim of the research is to study the efficacy of the app in fulfilling the specified purpose of increasing participation of students in academic as well as extracurricular events to enhance their skills and make them employable. Survey method has been used to collect responses of the student towards various features made available through the app. And the feature of the app covers both functional as well as non-functional requirements such as utility, desirability, convenience, user-friendliness, and reliability. So what are the technologies we have been used in our app? So for the front-end part, we have used a Flutter, and Flutter is an open source software development kit which is developed by Google. And for the backend part, we are using JavaScript runtime built on Chrome V8 JavaScript engine, which is Node.js. And for the database part, we are using a MongoDB. MongoDB is a NoSQL database management program. Here it is our mobile device architecture, and any mobile device architecture is divided into a 3-layer. So the first layer is called as presentation layer. It contains all the user interfaces, all the screens of our app, and our app contain these screens: event screen, society, alumni record screen, grievance register screen, and etc. Many more. And the second layer contains the web layer, which contains the services provided by our app. So our app provides the services just like event. So it can show the details of any upcoming event. And admin login facility is also provided by our app. And also it provides an alumni record page in which any alumni can submit their details, for which can be used by our college for any future information. And the third layer is called as database layer. It contains all the data of our app. Now for the analysis approach, we are using a DFD. DFD is basically a data flow diagram, and it is a way of representing the flow of data through a process or a system. We assume that the entire software app is a single process divided into a sub-process, and the entities in the system act as a source or sink. So we are using a following DFD. First one is context diagram, which is also called as a level 0 DFD. So in level 0 DFD, whole app is considered as a single module. And we have a following 5 entities: department, central society, students, alumni, and admin. Student can search for any events and any information of the society. They can also fill grievance. They can get a timely notification of any upcoming event. They can ask any query using a FAQ page of our app. Alumni also fill their details using alumni record page, as I said earlier, and also they can ask any query regarding their earlier college using FAQ page. They can also submit internship and placement opportunities for their juniors, and all this information, grievance reports, alumni reports, and internship and placement opportunity all goes directly to the admin. Now we discuss further about the level 1 DFD. In level 1 DFD, our single module of our app is divided into a sub modules. We discuss it one by one. So the first module is the login module. This module allow admin to log in itself in the application and get access of add event, update event, delete event, or society pages. So after getting access of pages, admin can add, delete, update event or society whenever they want. Also, after login, admin can get all alumni details, grievances record filled by alumni and student through alumni record and grievances redressal page. Second module is add event update society. This module allow admin to add, delete, update society from the app, and the changes done by admin is shown in their respective society pages. The third module is similar to the second module, which is add, delete, and update event. This module allow admin to add, delete, update event from the app, and the pages and the changes done by admin is shown in event pages. Now the next module is raise an issue. This module allows students to add any issue they have in grievance redressal page, and add internship and placement opportunity module allow central society, basically placement cell, to an alumni to add any internship and placement opportunities for the juniors or the students. Add alumni details allow alumni to add the details in the alumni record page. Handling issue page allow to solve query of app user related to app. And notification generator module allow to send notification to student whenever any new event or society are added by admin. And the last module is search event and society. By using this module, user able to search any event and society from event and society page. Here are some snapshot of our user interface. The first one is admin login, and then event page of our MSCW app and the society page. So publish opportunity screen, alumni interface, and add event screen. There are many more other user interfaces also. Now, what are the research methodology we have used in our research paper? So the descriptive analysis were used as a methodology, and preliminary study was done using the survey method. And 321 students of Mata Sundari College for Women from Arts, Science, and Commerce and Elementary Education participated in this survey. And in this survey, we try to find out the initial response of students towards an app being developed for them. Students showed a keen interest in the same and responded that if such an app is available, they will surely use the same. Now here are some snapshot of the survey and the question we have asked to them. So what are the work done so far? So till now we have completed the following. UI UX design are completed using Flutter, and the front-end coding part is also completed. And we are successful in provided authentication service for admin control, and work that are ongoing is database connectivity and backend part using a MongoDB and Node.js. So now I like to conclude my research paper that app is receiving an immense response from students before the launch itself, and the result of a preliminary study with the applications are positive, and reveal that students are excited to use the application, and they will use the application on a regular basis when it becomes available. And after the final deployment, beta version will be released to receive feedback from the student, and more modules will be added in future surely, including student discussion forum and resource corner. Here are some of the references we have used in our paper. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, so Sakshi.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I would like to know what is the what do you mean by society?
Societies, in our college there are various societies, I'm in computer science department, so there are society called Cybernaut, which are tech society, and there are some other societies like for the commerce society, there are some society, the music society, dance society,
okay.
that type of societies.
Okay, so you are saying that society is like a community club?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, fine. One more thing is that I have seen you have tried to club 2 to 3 parts in this application. One is you are at one moment you are focusing on the internship, means training and placement part.
Yes, sir.
The other side, you are trying to add the grievance redressal part, right?
Yes, sir.
So would you think that these two different parts works together? Because normally what happen whenever you are developing any this kind of the application, so either you can focus on the training placement and alumni part, or second is you can focus on the totally on the, we can say, grievance redressal part for the students, right?
Yes, sir.
So are you, means, trying to club these two different sections? So yeah, how this will be work effectively, means that because you already conducted the survey, but do you think that these two things will work together?
Yeah, sir. I think it will work together because we focus on one module at a time. We try to develop one module at a time fully, then we will focus on other module. So
Right,
I think it will
because
work.
point is that whenever you will try to incorporate or provide this grievance redressal, so even you have to provide what kind of the issues you are trying to cover, right? So
Yes.
it is again, it is itself is very big, we can say, the topic, right? Means where you can cover lots of things.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
second thing is when we think about the training placement and alumni support, so again it is itself is a very big part where you can work a lot, right? But you are
Yes, sir.
trying to put this so. And one technical question that I would like to ask is, you have considered the MongoDB as a database.
Yes, sir.
So any reason for that?
No, sir. There is no reason for that. Me and my team want to learn something new, so that's why I prefer MongoDB. So we get to know about some new technology only.
Mhm.
There is one more reason I would like to add, like it
Yes,
is
yes.
because it is an open source database system that is available. That is why we have,
Mhm.
thought to
Yes,
use
sir.
this one.
So actually, when we think about this kind of the database, MongoDB, it is a part of, because an SQL database, right? And if you see the kind of the applications where we required to work with different forms of the data, means audio, video, text, right? So we cannot go with the our RDBMS, traditional database system, right? So they will not work. For example, like Oracle or MySQL. So this kind of the database will not work, right? And now, especially if you want to work with these different forms of the data, then you have to think for the SQL database. And again, when you think for the mobile-based application, then again you have to think that what kind of database are more suitable. So it's fine that you are thinking that you want to learn and you want to go for this NoSQL database. So that's fine. But what I would like to suggest is you can focus on the specific part first, and if you are getting the you can say complete response, or you are getting the complete outcome, then you can go for the other parts. Otherwise, what happen that it will create a kind of the confusion among the users.
Yes.
Yeah, so for to avoid that kind of the confusion and to add the clarity, you may think for this kind of the focused application. Otherwise, it's fine. You are whatever the efforts you have made, so it is really good.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for
Your
your
Thank you for the
presentation,
suggestions, sir.
presentation
Yes.
part is also good. Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for the presentation. Moving forward to our next presenter, and I would like to invite Omkar Dhable to present his paper on the title Identification of Spoofing URLs Using Hybrid Algorithms. So, dear presenter, you may please present your paper now.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. So very good afternoon to everyone. Today we are here to give presentation on identification of spoofing URLs using hybrid algorithms. And authors of our paper are myself Sandhya Shelke, Rutuja Dhokne, Omkar Dhawale, Ketan Urkudkar and Prema Sahane. And we are from JSPM.
Sorry to interrupt, Sandhya. Ma'am, can you stop sharing?
Yes, wait.
So yeah, we are from JSPM Rajarshi Rao College of Engineering. Next slide, please. So first, to give an overview of presentation outline, today we are going to talk about introduction, objective, literature survey, methodology diagram, data flow diagram, techniques which are we have used, and at the end the result which we got and the few references. So next slide. So basically, what is spoofing? So spoofing is the most commonly used social engineering attack. The knowledge of spoofing attack is not known to everyone. So because of that, on daily basis, many people will get affected by such kind of attacks. So as you can see in the particular image, it is really hard to predict which one is legitimate and which one is just spoofing. So through such attacks, features target the native online users. So the purpose of our particular topic and project is to identify such spoofing URLs in order to provide the more safer practices. Next slide. So here are the some objectives of our topic project. So our first objective, that is mission of our project, is to build a more accurate model. In order to provide a better solution for such kind of problems, we try to build a model which gives highest accuracy and the better solution. Another is gathering data. So for that, we have taken the different kind of URLs which consist of spoofing URLs, legitimate URLs. Next one is the selection of algorithms. In order to provide a safer practices and better solution, we choose the algorithms which gives us a better result and which provides the more accurate solution. And last is the gaining insight from the model result. After performing all the tasks, we get to know that like which particular classifier algorithm provides the highest accuracy among the others. Next slide. So here is the literature survey. For this particular project, we did a research survey and we go through the various articles and paper from different publications such as Springer, IEEE, MDPI, and they are published in the different years. And basically, approach all they are used based on the machine learning, particularly supervised machine learning, and they have used different combinations of dataset as well. So here you can see the overview for the same. Next slide. So coming towards the architecture or methodology diagram. So here is a methodology diagram which represents the how our particular system works. So first it will take the input URLs, and that input URL is either spoofing or phishing or legitimate URL. Firstly, we branch out particular features from that URLs. It could be @ or other characteristic. We analyze that particular features, and basis of that we classify that particular URLs. And at the end, we get to know the after performing the machine learning like task, and after applying the classifier, we get to know that which URL is spoofing and which URL is legitimate. Next slide. So here is a data flow diagram. Basically, it is a representation of information flow. So here you can see that how it goes. So as I said earlier, first we choose that particular characteristic of that particular URL. After that, we provide the dataset which we divided as a training dataset and testing dataset. We analyze that particular data, whether it has some null values or whether we need to clean that data. So for that, we perform analysis. After that, we perform our training data set, and after performing the training, we provided that test data set to validate that particular input. At end, we got the results, and from that we evaluate the performance among all the algorithms which we have used, which provides the highest accuracy, and we evaluate the performance. Over to you, Omkar.
We have divided our project into 3 modules. Our first module is data collection and preprocessing. A database containing over 11,000 websites we have selected. Each sample contains 30 website characteristics, and as well as whether it is spoofing or not, it is determined by class labels. If its class label is 1, it is spoofing, and its class label is -1, it's not spoofing. In second model, there is a training and testing of the data set. We have split the data set into train and test sets. For that, we have used 80-20 split. 80% of the data is used for training and the 20% is used for testing. In final model, we have choose set of algorithms which have random forest, decision tree, SVM, and naive bias. And using these algorithms, we are performing classification tasks and predict whether the particular URL is spoofing or legitimate. At last, we got the results that random forest gives the highest accuracy than others. Next slide. We have used following techniques. Random forest classifier. It is based on the concept of ensemble learning, which is process of combining multiple classifiers to solve complex problem and improve the performance of the model. Second one is a decision tree classifier. Decision tree is a tree-like structure, mostly preferred for solving classification problems. It's a tree classifier where nodes are represented as a feature of the data set, branches are represented as a decision rule, and the leaf node as represents as output. Our third technique is support vector machine. Support vector machine is the most popular supervised machine learning algorithm suited for classification-based approach. Next slide. At last, we got our results. As we can see in the results, random forest get most accuracy, followed by decision tree, support vector machine, and naive bias classifier. Next slide. For our paper, we have referred number of papers, and we have listed some of them in the references. These are the references that we have referred. Next. And now here comes to the conclusion. Spoofing is a highly common and major security risk, and it's critical to develop system to identify them. Our system focuses on the discovering the features that can be useful for identifying spoofing URLs. The result of the 4 machine learning algorithms were compared, where random forest is the best and efficient, hence it is best suitable for classification. Next. Thank you.
Okay, so the topic which you have selected, right, to identify the spoofing URL. So topic is really, we can say, the most suitable, right?
Yes.
With reference to the current security trend, right? And you have mentioned your title is something like that: identification of the spoofing URL using hybrid approach.
Yes.
So I would like to know what do you mean by hybrid algorithm here?
So, sir, instead of as we mentioned, we did a survey. So, firstly, systems are available where they have used only one algorithm. So, to provide the better result, instead of that, we combine different algorithms such as random forest, decision tree, maybe.
Yeah, okay. But at this moment, I think whatever you have presented, you have worked with the techniques, individual algorithms, right? So still, I think you have not covered or presented that hybrid algorithms or that kind of the model, right?
Sir, yes. So right now we have done with the individual basis, and we are currently working on the hybrid as well. So we have done with the hybrid existing system, but we are trying to find something new which was not present earlier. So we are working on something which was not present.
Okay, and in one slide you have mentioned DFD, data flow diagram. You have given that title, but when we technically when we call DFD, so I think one of the presenter presented, yeah, right, context diagram is we have the 0 level DFD. I think so. Whenever you give the name of any slide, so be careful about that, right? So when we call it DFD, it is a different thing, right?
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir,
And
definitely we'll work on that.
yeah, okay.
Yes.
Uh,
Thank you, sir.
and one more thing is that
Yes,
ki,
sir.
in your technical part, right? Because you have considered your main component is a machine learning model, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I think uh, you may include that model representation, because whatever you have presented, it
Yes,
is
sir.
a kind of the abstract view, but you can present ki, how much input or input layers you have, right? Then how much
Okay.
hidden layers you have, then how much output layers you have. So I think this kind of the technical information is uh, somewhat I think missing in your the presentation part. You can even present how you are actually, what kind of the model you are taking as a the base model, right?
Yes.
As
Yes.
so some kind of the some level of the technical part you can add, so it will be more beneficial, and it will be more effective. So yeah,
Yes, sir.
overall it's fine, right? But even the way you have presented different contents, so they are good. I think one thing is that is I already mentioned one of the presentation. That is the citation. Whatever the number of
Yes.
references, right? You are taking as a the list of the references. So try to add those references in your the literature part with numbering. So that is called the citation, right?
Yes, sir. Sir,
So
in our paper, we have given the citations for the same which we have mentioned in the references.
yeah, I have seen that you have just given the that uh,
Yes, sir.
kind of the, what I can say, you have just summarized like IEEE, or you have just whatever we can say. But
Okay, sir.
yeah,
Okay, sir.
even try to be a little bit more precise in the literature part. So
Yes.
so if you will include these things, then definitely the other people will refer your work and they will also cite your work. So at least try to improve that part, right?
Yes.
Rest is fine. Okay.
Yes, sir. Definitely we will work on this, sir.
Yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
even I think whenever you present the things, it is equally important that you can present the type or size of the data sets which you have considered, and either you what kind of the data set you have considered. It is somewhat the standard data set or what you have taken. Are
So
you
we
are
have,
you are you aware about the standard data sets?
yes, sir. So we had taken a standard data set from the fish tank
Okay.
website, which is the most popular for such kind of attacks,
Okay.
and which consists of 10,000 URLs.
Okay, so you can also add this kind of the information, right?
Yes.
At we can say as an experimental setup. So this will be more uh, effect. It will become the more effective in your presentation part. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, fine,
Definitely we'll
fine.
keep all the things in mind. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, fine.
Thank you for suggestion, sir. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you so much for the great presentation. And now moving forward to our next presenter, and I would like to invite Saloni to present her paper on the title Implementation of Real-Time Face Mask Recognition Technique Using Keras TensorFlow. So, dear presenter, you may please present your paper now.
Good afternoon, everyone. Is my screen visible?
Yes, it is.
Yes, yes.
So the title of our paper is Implementation of Real-Time Face Mask Detection Technique Using Keras and TensorFlow. These are the contents of this presentation, which include abstraction, introduction, literature survey, methodology, block diagram, data set used, graphs with different learning rates and epochs, experimental results, conclusion, and the references. As we know, coronavirus is creating global health disaster. So it is very necessary to adopt preventive measures to stop this condition. So we found that the wearing face mask in public is one of the effective way to protect everyone. So, however, the challenge is that to monitor whether person is wearing mask or not in a huge crowd or public places is very difficult. So that's why we made a we made a model that can detect is the person is wearing mask or not. In this we have used TensorFlow, Keras, MobileNet V2 and OpenCV. We have trained our model with dataset using from Kaggle, GitHub, and our own real-world dataset, which consists of masked and unmasked faces. We have done literature survey on 15 research papers, and then we concluded. We made a table. We made a table which gives the summary of these papers.
Saloni.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I think your the slides are not moving. We can only see the title slide, first slide.
Sir, is my slides not visible?
No, only now your slides are moving. I can see now the slide number 16. Yeah.
Okay,
Otherwise,
so let me
yeah, we
share
had
it
only
again.
no. Okay, no problem. Yeah, now continue. Now we can see slide number 16.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Continue.
So these are the literature surveys we have done on 15 research papers. And then we concluded into a table which gives us comparison on parameters like dataset use, method use, and accuracy. And then we got to know that MobileNet V2 has the highest accuracy rate. YOLO have also highest accuracy rate, but is more complex than MobileNet V2. So we proceeded using MobileNet V2 in our model. Our methodology is database collection. We collected number of data sets with face masks and without mask. Then we extract that features using MobileNet V2. And then train our model using OpenCV, TensorFlow, and Keras. These are the library of Python. And then we tested our model. We used 80% of the dataset for training and 20% for our testing. We use hardware laptop only and software Python, in which we use TensorFlow, OpenCV, Keras, CNN, and MobileNet V2. This is the block diagram of our model. We loaded the dataset of masked and non-masked images and then train our face mask with the classifier with TensorFlow.
Yes,
and then we, yes, sir.
Yeah, so I can only see the slide number 16.
I don't know, sir. Sir, now it is visible?
Yeah, yes, now the block diagram is visible. Yes.
Yes, sir. So now we serialize the face mask classifier to the disk. And then we load face mask classifier from disk. Then webcam will detect the faces. Then we extract features using ROI, that is region of interest. Then determine that it is masked or not. And then it will show the result. These we take 26 images and 19 with mask and 19 images without mask from the Kaggle. And 1848 images with the mask and 1769 without mask from GitHub. And our own dataset, it is consists of 46 images with mask and 50 without mask. And then we tried so much. We tried our training our model and testing it with different learning rates and epochs. In first, we give epoch 20 and learning rate 1 e to power minus 2. Here we can see that training loss is decreasing as epoch is increasing, while training accuracy is slightly increasing with increasing in epochs. Then we try to decrease the learning rate. That is, epochs is 20 and learning rate is 1 e to power minus 4. we observed that training loss and validation loss is rapidly decreasing till fifth epoch. After that, loss is decreasing slightly, while training accuracy is rapidly increasing from 0.8 to 0.96. And after that, it is slightly increasing with increase in epochs. Then we tried epoch with 20 and learning rate with 1 e to the power minus 6. We observed that training loss and validation loss is decreasing with increase in epochs, and training accuracy and validation accuracy is increasing with increase in epochs. But in this case, we don't get high accuracy. Then we tried to increase the epoch. We created more epochs, 30, and learning rate e to the power minus 4. Here we observe that training loss and validation loss is decreasing exponentially with increase in epochs, while training accuracy and validation accuracy is increasing with epochs. And from the above all the graphs and doing the survey, we got to know that we got high performance with epochs is equal to 20 and learning rate with minus e to the power minus 4. So that's why we made our model with these things. These are the experiment results of our model, where it is given the validation loss, validation accuracy, training loss, and training accuracy. These are individual parameters with the epochs. This shows that training loss versus epoch. Here we can see that training loss is decreasing exponentially with increase in epoch. Training loss has been decreased from 0.4 to 0.03. And so on, we did all these graphs with individual parameters. And we then compare our model, proposed model, with the existing models. We came to know that we have high accuracy. This is the graphical representation of our model with respect to existing models. For example, CNN, VG16, MobileNet V2, and all. This is the experimental result of our product. If we show our image, then with not mask, it will show 100% no mask. If we wear mask, it will show 100% mask. In conclusion, we have used CNN-based MobileNet V2 model using OpenCV Keras TensorFlow with dataset of 1920 masked images and 1829 unmasked images. And here we give epochs 20 and learning rate of 1 e to the power minus 4. These are the references we used in our research paper. Thank you, sir. That's all from my side. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Sir, do you have any questions for her?
Okay, hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Saloni. So yeah, so you have selected the title, which is called the real-time face mask detection, right?
Yes, sir.
So I would like to know what do you mean by real time?
Sir, in a video streaming, they will detect that we are using it or not.
Okay, so but you have not provided the detail. Okay, what kind of the setup you have taken? So are you working with the video or with the images?
So video.
Okay, okay, fine. And now one more question is, if someone has the transparent face mask, so what happened in that case?
Sir, actually, I haven't tried it.
Okay, so that is what, right? The challenges are actually whatever you have tried, right? You and your team. So it's good, right? At least it is very important. Okay, whatever the current the problems which we are facing, how we can work on that, how we can find out some solution for that, it is equally good. But at the same time, now it is very important that how we can, because at this moment you are working for the face mask, right? But
Yes, sir.
after that, you can apply this concept for the even helmet, right? Okay, either
Yes, sir.
keeper they have wear the helmet or not for the security reason. So yeah, so you have to consider all this kind of the possible scenario situations, right? And whenever you think that you are working with the real time the data, so in that case you have to think that how much it is the more accurate. So your the performance is very important whenever you are working with the real time the data, right? So I think whatever the attempt you have and your team has they have made, so it is really good. And I hope that you can think about these possibilities in your work.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, okay, fine.
Okay, so thank you so much for the presentation. And now we will move forward to our next presenter. And I would like to invite K. Rajeshwar to present his paper on the title Role of PRI Functionaries in Adaptation of E-Governance at Gram Panchayat, a study of 2 states. So, dear presenter, you may please start your presentation.
Thank you. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Thank you. Shall I? Okay, right. Just a minute. I am presenting my paper. I'm sharing my paper. Is it okay? Is it visible? My presentation is visible?
Yes, it is visible.
Right. Thank you. So, good afternoon to everyone. Myself, Rajeshwar, working as an assistant professor in Center for Good Governance and Policy Analysis, National Institute of Rural Development, Panchayat Raj, Ministry of Rural Development, Government of India. So here in this conference, I'm going to present a paper on a role of PRI. What is PRI means? Panchayat Raj institutions, functionaries in adoption of e-governance at Gram Panchayat level. This is a research study which I have conducted in the last year. The main abstract of this paper is, generally governments. Yes. Shall I continue?
Yes, please continue.
Generally, government services are made accessible to the public in an easy, efficient, and transparent way through all the IT and related e-governance process. So, the central government main practice were being implemented for a long time, and almost in all the states and UTs have also begun to implement the e-governance measure to monitor and oversee different government activities. The main objective of the e-governance is to provide the services to the doorsteps to the citizens at the Gram Panchayat level, and whatever the services are being provided by the government, that is to be available by 24/7. So in that scenario, the government of India encourages e-governance at various levels, offering prizes for the best e-governance practices. In reality, the administration of e-governance is effectively focused on the blocks and districts. But because of the lack of resources, mainly, and infrastructural bottlenecks, grassroots institutions could not implement the e-governance to the maximum extent of the public reach. So under these circumstances, a research study is conducted to know the willingness and support to the e-governance implementation at grassroots level by the elected representatives, panchayat secretaries in the 2 states, namely Kerala and Madhya Pradesh. Through this study, it is intended to know the willingness and support getting from the officials to roll out and build the e-governance system at GP level in 2 states. It is evident that in the selected states and the Panchayat Raj institutions are completely satisfied in enabling the e-governance system at GP level, so in providing the e-services to the citizens. So here the literature and the introduction which will be mainly focus on what is e-readiness. E-readiness is mainly to evaluate how ready and how it is prepared a country, nation or economy may profit from information and communication technology. So e-readiness is reflected by the indices in which nations are evaluated by the percentage of GDP spent on IT infra and in different sectors, such as the number of telephone lines for every 100 people. Not only that, but also it examines the most essential aspects of e-government, such as the breadth and quality of online services, connection, human capability. So the e-government readiness indicator is a composite index that includes the index of web measure, the index of telecommunication, infrastructure, and index of human capital. And as part of the review of the literature, we have also gone through the how the e-government is being implemented in the select Asian countries, and not only that, but also we have the e-governance trend in India also, how it has begun and how the e-governance being implemented in India. Mainly in 2006, National E-Governance Plan was established to oversee the implementation of the e-governance, and later on now we have moving forward to the digital India, that is under the global leadership of Prime Minister. And in coming to this paper, the scope of the study is mainly focused on two main objectives. To study the role of PRA functionaries in adaptiveness of e-governance at Gram Panchayat level, and to study how e-governance applications are being implemented at grassroots level and how those services are helping the beneficiaries. So these are the two main objectives of the studies. So here, the data collection and sampling, we have mainly presented studies based on quantitative as well as qualitative data collected from primary and secondary sources. So the methodology for collecting data for the studies, which includes the Kerala and Madhya Pradesh states. Primary data is collected from the elected representatives, panchayat secretaries by administering the questionnaire tool, and the secondary sources which we have taken from the records, departmental records and the internet. So since the objective of the study is to assess an impact of e-governance readiness index at the GP level, for which Kerala and Madhya Pradesh states were selected, due to their adaptiveness of state-specific application at the GP level, received various recognitions. So the why I have selected only the Kerala and Madhya Pradesh, why not the other states in the country, means they have already well proved in implementing the e-governance at the Gram Panchayat level. So in order to set up a benchmark and how the adaptiveness is there, to examine and to assess the impact, we have taken the Kerala and Madhya Pradesh for this research purpose. So by using this random sampling technique, 4 districts were selected in Kerala and Madhya Pradesh. In the state of Kerala, again 4 districts in each state we have selected. The districts are mainly Thrissur, Palakkad, Ernakulam and Kottayam. And in Madhya Pradesh, we have selected Mandla, Panna, Guna and Ujjain. We have considered for the primary data collection. And accordingly, in each district, again, we have selected 4 Gram Panchayats. So in each state, 16 Gram Panchayats we have selected. That means a total of 32 Gram Panchayats are selected for this study to see the availing of e-services by the citizen at the GP level. And accordingly, the information has been collected. So the overall analysis, so as per the questionnaire tool, whatever we have administered to the electoral representatives and panchayat secretaries. So in that, I have categorized some of the main important analyses. So the first area, we have taken the gender status of electoral representatives and panchayat secretaries. From the sample data, it is evident that in the Kerala state, 56.25% are female elected representatives and panchayat secretaries, whereas in Madhya Pradesh state only 18.75%. this is the male and female gender status in between the elected representatives and panchayat secretaries. Whereas 100% literacy achieved in Kerala, it is proven that maximum of the people completed their graduation from the sample data. Madhya Pradesh is gradually increasing the capacity to achieve 100% literacy. Maximum of the elected representatives are progressively graduating themselves. So how these people are supporting to the e-governance initiatives?
I'm sorry for the interruption, but please conclude your presentation.
Okay, right. So give me 2 minutes, ma'am. State of Kerala, it is of 100% respondents are willingness. Receiving and reacting to your opinion, mostly 25% in Kerala they have accepted and 18.75% in Madhya Pradesh. Government should invest more on e-governance. 50% and 53.13% of the respondents from both states have given their opinion. A rating of flexibility of application. Because of this, most of the because of this only people were utilizing the services. Role in correcting the system in any way, they are working with it. Because of shortage of time, I'm going to the findings and key success findings. So 100% readiness and support for the state of e-government efforts, whereas 96.87% of the respondents in Madhya Pradesh are communicated their support for e-governance. An average of 61.72% of elected representatives are to alter the regulation and process to improve planning and work. More than 80% of the government believe that they have more to spend in the implementation of e-government system. 100% of the respondents said that GP has its own building infrastructure in Kerala and 87.5% had its own building in Madhya Pradesh. On average, 39.06% of the respondents from both states said that e-governance fully improved Gram Sabha's decision-making ability. Recommendations are only two. Training is essential component for every of the project. And Kerala is having excellent internet connection and are carefully supervised by the IT and Information Department of Kerala. But in Madhya Pradesh, BharatNet has built, the line has installed the equipment under the Digital India initiative, but the link has not been established. So this is, that means a seamless internet connection to be provided. The conclusion is the overall implementation of e-governance in both the states, Kerala and Madhya Pradesh at Gram Panchayat is commendable. The e-governance at Gram Panchayat helps in rolling out citizen-centric services, which ensures good governance system in the administration. The PRA functionaries are very active and success in making the e-governance initiatives and also in the providing e-services to the citizens all the time at the doorstep. The continuous support of women's resources, seamless continuity, and power supply should be provided to the Gram Panchayat to provide good services to the citizens and to stand as self-sustainability. The scope of this work is to measure the performance of the Gram Panchayat every year to identify the issues and resolving the same as a result to generate the good revenue and provide services to the citizens. A benchmark can be set up for achieving good governance through e-governance to get remarkable results. And these are the references which I have used for this paper. Thank you. Yes, sir.
So I think you belong to the particular that department, right? Means you are working with the government.
Yes, sir. I'm working in the National Ministry of Rural Development and Panchayati Raj.
Right.
So I'm basically a computer professional, but no, as part of the profile, I had to do research on the e-governance implementation also.
Right, right. So now actually even I have actually presented some we can say the work on e-governance in 2007. So now I can see that lots of work means from government side they have already started.
Yes, sir.
Provide the e-governance services. Fortunately, I would like to say that even the last 2 years, right, we have seen that because of the infrastructure, private infrastructure, even we were able to continue our certain services like we can say educational services and some services. So we continue, right? So I hope that as we develop the infrastructure through, I think not only with the help of the government, but with the PPV mode, if we are able to develop or to create the certain ICT infrastructure, then definitely we will be able to provide this e-governance services to each and everyone, right?
Yes, sir.
Even I belongs to the Gujarat state, and I know that we are getting this kind of the governance services.
Sir.
So because we have set up the infrastructure, and even we know that in certain areas it will be very difficult to create that kind of the dedicated infrastructure, as you have mentioned, like
Yes.
the requirement of the power supply, and certain things are not possible. But we can think a kind of the mobile setup, right? So we can think about the mobile devices and other kind of the resources through which we can even think to provide this kind of the services. But it's really good that uh, the information you have provided and the way the different states they are working. So it's a really good. So it's a nice, yeah. So
Thank you.
presentation is good, yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for the presentation. And now we will move forward to our next presenter. And I would like to invite Alka Das to present her paper on the title Solving Text to SQL Tasks Through Machine Translation. So, dear presenter, you may please start your presentation.
Good afternoon. Is my slide visible?
Yes, yes.
Myself, Alka Das from IIIT Bhubaneswar, presenting the paper Solving Text to SQL Tasks Through Machine Translation. So the outline of my paper is I will introduce what is a natural language interface to database system. Then I'll discuss the model and experiments with that context. I'll discuss the data set I'm using, the matrices, how I am evaluating the query, the details of the implementation, and the reports I generated for evaluation. Lastly, I'll conclude. So technical people use structured query language to retrieve information from the database, whereas non-technical people, they do not know how to use the SQL. For these people, natural language interface to database systems are being developed. So these NLI DBs accept user's query in a natural language, then converts this query to a SQL query so that the query can be fired from the database and the result can be extracted and shown to the users. This text to SQL, like the natural language text to SQL, is a long-standing open problem, and towards solving the problem, the standard approach that is followed is to implement a sequence-to-sequence model, and a lot of work in this area using sequence-to-sequence style modeling, where using semantic parsing. But none of these models' accuracy exceeds 90%, and there is no widely accepted commercial product is available. So this paper considers this text to SQL task as a machine translation problem. The model is based on a very simple architecture as it uses an open source neural machine translation toolkit, OpenNMT, that implements a standard sequence to sequence model. This model uses a parallel corpus developed from the spider dataset. Performance of this model is not better than the existing models in predicting on test and development datasets, but the training accuracy of the model is 99.97%, which no existing NLI DB model have achieved so far. This result proves that a more organized dataset may lead to 100% training accuracy, and the model may be used in certain real-life applications to ease human workload. So next, I'll discuss the model and experiments. So first is the dataset. The dataset used for this model is a large parallel corpora developed from the spider dataset. Spider dataset is considered because among various datasets like ATIS, GeoQuery, ELF, FIN, etc., WikiSQL may be considered Edge WikiSQL is a collection of more than 80,000 examples of questions corresponding SQL queries, and database tables are built from more than 24,000 table schema. In order of magnitude, it is the largest, but it contains only simple SQL queries based on single tables, and database table names and column names are alphanumeric numbers. So its test, train, and dev JSON files contain numeric values for the table name and column name. So these table name and column name do not explain the content. That is a drawback, that while developing the parallel Kalpura, a program must be executed to convert these alphanumeric numbers to some meaningful, then only the machine should be trained for machine translation. So that's why in contrast to that, in case of Spider, so it consists of more than 10,000 questions and 5,000 unique SQL queries. It has around 200 databases with multiple tables on 138 different domains. In terms of volume, it is much smaller than WikiSQL, but its SQL queries cover all SQL patterns like group by, order by, all these clauses. It has nested queries. So and multiple tables are there. So many, again, one more positive thing is here the database column name and table names are regular words. They are not alphanumeric numbers. So that's why to generate parallel corpora is very straightforward in case of Spider database. And as it covers almost all SQL patterns, the model trained using this corpus with 100% accuracy may be implemented. So that is the reason why the Spider dataset is considered. Again, the matrices to evaluate. So to evaluate the query, there are two things considered. One thing is that like Spider, the evaluation is done. One thing is the component matching, exact matching, and execution accuracy. So here in component matching, the different components such as select clause, where clause, group by clause, order by clause, all these components in the prediction query and the ground truth query are checked. If the components are matched exactly, then the queries are assumed to be, the predicted query is assumed to be, is considered correct. So then in exact matching, exact predicted query and exact ground truth query are matching, means they are same to same. So that is exact matching. Next is execution accuracy. Here the queries are executed, means the ground truth query is executed and the predicted query is executed, and the result is only compared. In this, here there is a chance of that false negative, or maybe that the queries are different but the answers are coming same. This kind of problem may occur. Another thing is that performance can be measured on the basis of like whether the queries are easy, medium, hard, or extra hard. And these labels are determined depending on the number of SQL components, difficulty level of conditions, nested subqueries, etc. So then next is how the implementation is done. So from the JSON files of Spider, JSON-L files are created. And for parallel corpora generation, the natural language and SQL question pairs were collected from the train, dev, and test JSON-L files. So NL questions were used to create train, dev, and test source text files. SQL queries were used to create corresponding train, dev, and test target files. Then concatenating table names to each SQL query, train, dev, and test bold text files were also created. All these files were generated by executing Python programs. Nothing is done manually. So then OpenNMT, a neural machine translation toolkit, was downloaded from this site and installed. It implements a standard sequence to sequence model. The train and dev source and target text files are pre-processed and stored in a folder. For training, these files are used. Then globes embedding was used to initialize the encoder decoder embeddings, and various parameters are set. Then the model was trained. So the following figure is a screenshot of the Jupyter notebook showing how the training process was done. And we can see that the initially after these. So in number of queries 6,999. Here we can see that at the step 5,000 the accuracy was 78%, but at the step 7,500 the accuracy reached 99.97%. As the condition was the training should continue till the perplexity is 1. So at the 1 perplexity the training stopped. So figure 1 is a screenshot. The training accuracy of the model was 99.97%. So then the evaluation to find that how it predicts on the test data, the translation code, Python code of OpenNMT was executed to translate and generate the prediction file. Then the evaluation code of SpiderMaster was executed to evaluate on the predicted test. Figure 2 is a sample evaluation report of the predicted file on the test data. We can see that here there are 16,059 queries in the test data, and among them 289 are easy queries, medium difficulty is 222, hard queries are 400 something, and these are extra hard. And we can see the accuracy, it is very bad, like here 0 accuracy for easy, 0.005 for this, so very bad. Only we can see that in partial matching accuracy the select clause is having 1, and for the medium size query, so like that. So the report is not good. And again, if we do the same on the development data set also, we get very bad values. And there are 1648 errors that is not shown here, and other figures are also very bad. But as the training accuracy of the model is very good, the translation code of OpenNMT was then used to translate and generate the prediction file on the trained data. Then evaluation code was used to evaluate, and the following figure is a sample evaluation report. There were only 55 errors, and the accuracy was 9. So we can see that this is 99% accuracy. So in partial matching accuracy, we can see that most of the figures are 1 only, and if not 1, it is 995, 999, like that. So very good result for the training data. And when the 55 erroneous lines were removed, and then it was translated and evaluated, then it showed that everything is 100%, like all the figures came to be 1. So this report shows the conclusion is sorry. Is that the paper describes, the conclusion is the paper describes analyze DB system that uses an open source neural machine translation toolkit OpenNMT and a parallel corpus developed from the Spider dataset to generate SQL queries from manual questions. The system's performance is not good on unseen data, but it outperforms many contemporary models on the training accuracy. It proves that a parallel corpus that is very much systematic and well organized may lead to 7% training accuracy. Hence, in real life, where repetitive standard queries are always asked to the system, like railways, airline reservation, movie hall ticket counter, etc., the model can be implemented if a suitable parallel corpus can be generated for it. So these are the references. Thank you. This is the end of my presentation.
So, Kaji, so I think you have worked on the, I think this can be helpful for the kind of the chatbot application.
Yeah.
But in the sense where we have the some, we can say the standard queries.
Yeah, queries are there.
Of text. Yeah. So if we have a certain kind of the standard queries in the form of text, so we can convert that into the SQL and SQL, and then we can execute on the database part, right?
Yes, sir. Actually, Spider dataset consists of. I have also the GitHub. I have uploaded this software into the GitHub also. So Spider dataset consists of many standard queries, like many small tables are there, like customers, maybe students, maybe something. And then standard queries are there. But the thing is that it is again very less in volume. So. That's why it needs more standardization, or again a bigger volume query.
But now the challenge is that we are working with the multiple forms of the, we can say, data, right? So now we can see that we are not only working with, we can say, only just the RDBMS, but challenge is that if someone is asking any kind of the query, the form of voice or text, but again, we require to convert that into such a way that it can work with the.
Yeah, that is there in my mind, sir. Actually,
Yeah.
the next target is that whenever there is an existing system, that how to generate the lakhs of synthesized data from the existing database, so that the machine can be customizedly trained on that data set, so that it can, with 100% accuracy, if it works, then that can be used for in a real life scenario.
Yeah, at least I think there is a need to translate into the semi-structured, for example, XML format, right? Because XML is very common and we are using
Sir,
XML.
actually, that is question answering is a separate field.
Okay.
That
No,
is,
I'm not.
that
No,
is a
I'm
challenging
not,
one. Mine
no,
is a database.
No, that is actually XML is also considered as a database, right? XML is normally we are using it as a database. So what actually I am telling is ki you are means converting, right, your text into the SQL query and you are executing, right? But
Yeah.
even if we are converting
Huh.
these text into the XML format,
Huh.
so again this will be helpful in lots
Yeah.
of the applications and in lots of environment where
Yeah.
XML is very common as a the format
Yes,
for
sir.
putting the information, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Or
sir.
transferring the data. So
Yes,
yeah.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, fine. So I think the topic you have considered is really a nice one.
Thank you,
And
sir.
yeah, it is really good. Fine.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Okay.
you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the presentation. And now we are moving forward to our next presenter. And I would like to invite Kartika Ratish to present her paper on the title Sting, a user-governed crime alert app. So, dear presenter, you may please present your paper now.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
I'm Sudev. I'll be presenting today.
Okay, so you are presenting on behalf of Kartika?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so hello everyone. A very warm good afternoon to everyone present here. Myself Sudev. I am currently pursuing my BTech from Amrita College of Engineering, Amritapuri. So I'm one of the author of Sting, a user-governed crime detection. These are the other authors. Coming to the introduction, nowadays crime rates have been rapidly increasing. As India has very high population, it is very difficult for authorities to ensure safety. So one of the best thing a person can do is to ensure his or her personal safety and also safety of people around him. Like it is also very sad to know that the crime report rate is decreasing, which means people barely spend time to report or respond. Thus, we made a web application. Application named Sting, which is created for users protection, where other users play important roles, with people being the major powers. So the main purpose of the application was focused on fraud detection, burglary, traffic violence, violent crime, cyber crime, and sexual offenses. Now let's go on to the working of app. Firstly, we developed flow chart of the application so that we could figure out the features that were essential for the application. For the front-end part, we used basic HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And for the back-end part, we used Node.js and MongoDB. So main features of this application. So main features of this application is shown here, which is login or create account, a map that shows danger location, and an option to report crimes and add images of a particular crime scene. We made a study using crime data set, and here is a pie chart with which we can understand that theft F auto and theft or auto have highest rate compared to other crimes. Theft of auto are automobile theft. With this pie chart, we can understand that most of the crimes are happening on road, and through this app, we can act fast and help to get evidence from the incident area. So this is our home page. This is the screenshot of our home page. This is the login page. So here we can add the crime details, time of incident and description, and also like we can add a image. After adding these details in the map, there will be a red dot where the location was given, and other users can see this and take precautions on that. By clicking on danger area, we are redirected to a map showing all the danger area with a red mark, which was reported by other users. So also users can comment on the reported crime. So all the reports, all the reported crimes input like comments, username, password, location are stored in database. As I said, MongoDB is used here. So to establish connection to MongoDB, we use Mongoose. Geocoding was used in map feature, and with use of geocoding, we can convert a text-based info of a location into coordinates, frequency, latitude or longitude. For displaying the Mapbox was used, which is used by many sites. Geocode was implemented using GeoJSONs, and for showing Mapbox GLJS API was used. Now for future works, we are trying to develop a mobile application with a feature to add contacts with which if a user report a crime, then user can contact to the nearest police station. And also user can choose a small number of recipients for automated alert message that will include their location. Coming to the conclusion, the goal was to provide a secure atmosphere where individual may move around with worrying about timing, as safety is a fundamental human right. The program function as an interactive social media platform that is operated by and for the people. Sting application serves as a resource for local crime statistics, which can further be used by police for further investigations. And also the software stand out from the competitor with feature including monitoring crimes on maps, verifying the validity of reports, and user assistance. That's all for today. Thank you.
So Sudev, so you are in process to developing application related to the.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So actually, what exactly the objective you have?
The objective is like to detect the crime that is happening around us.
Okay, but you know that the topic you have selected is a little bit. It's a sensitive kind of the topic, right? Certain information, if you want to get, then you required to contact to the government officials or like that.
Yes, sir.
So have you contacted this kind of the officials, or are you working with this kind of the authorities?
No, sir. Like we are trying to do that.
Okay. Okay. So think about that part, and at least if you want to work on this kind of the topic, you can try to collaborate with the intelligence department, or we can say home department of the government.
Okay, sir.
So you will get the lots of the information inputs, and even you will get the exact idea how you can develop the application, which is more useful to each and everyone, end user as well as even the authorities. Right?
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So fine. The topic is fine, and you can think.
Yes, sir.
Work on that. Yeah. Okay.
Sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the suggestions.
Thank you so much for the presentation. And now we have our first presenter with us. So I would like to invite Tulasi Vikku to present her paper.
Okay, good evening, sir. Good evening, madam. Good evening to all the participants. And today I'm going to, can you hear me?
Yes, you're audible.
Yeah. Today I'm going to discuss about a booted random forest algorithm for automated bug classification. Okay. Okay. This was written by mine and my co-author KPNV Satyashri. She is a professor in computer science department. And today I'm going to discuss about how there are bugs in the software development, and during the software development and maintenance, predicting software bugs becomes essential. So an essential activity and quality assurance process, defect prediction at the beginning of the software development lifecycle has received extensive research over the past 2 decades. Early detection and defective modules in the software development can assist the development team in making the efficient and effective use of the resources at the hand to produce high quality software in a short amount of time. Using a machine learning approach which finds hidden patterns in software attributes, it is possible to recognize the problematic modules. The limit of random forest speculation is higher than that by other multi-class classifiers because of the effect of bagging and the feature selection. Since the assembled training of random forest requires a tons of decision trees to acquire allied execution, the situation not appropriate for carrying out the design on the limited scale equipment like embedded systems. In this paper, we propose a boosted random forest experimental outcome show that the proposed technique, which comprises of less decision trees and has higher speculation capacity contrasting with the other traditional techniques. Experimental findings demonstrated that our proposed boosted random forest model results in a greater levels of defect prediction accuracy, improving the software quality. Coming to the introduction, in a day-to-day life, we are having many software projects which we are working successfully. But the main problem with the software projects is the flaws and bugs in any project is the biggest headache. The error happened as a result of bad code implemented and design. So here we need to overcome the bugs. We need to provide the code which is error-free. So the team, there will be a lot of team and who are very expertise. The new developer currently has very little knowledge of the kinds of bugs. So actually in the real world, we are having an Excel sheet which is having many number of bugs. Sometimes these flaws or faults might be seen as a vulnerability, and hackers will take advantage of this to attack your website or application or the programming which you are doing, which compromises valuable data or money. However, software development firms prioritize early fault detection through a variety of review and testing process. So numerous approaches based on machine learning were evaluated in order to overcome these issues. So here we are using previous errors with the data. We have taken some data set and we are using with that data. We have proposed one new algorithm which can detect the bugs and overcome the bugs. So previously we used to have different types of machine learning techniques, but the accuracy is not up to the mark. Now we have proposed one of the best method, which is a boosted random forest. With this, we can overcome the bugs, and it is very easy for the error identification and rectification of the errors. Errors in the software system results in the failure to meet the circumstances, criteria, and some user expectations. So we need to overcome these errors in the early stage of the coding. Coming to the literature survey, I have seen some of the papers which have done working on these errors. There are some automated bugs also. For this, we have seen different algorithms, and they had proposed many algorithms, and which are not up to the mark. So I have proposed one of the method which is compared with the traditional methods like nav-based, decision tree, random forest, AdaBoost, and XGBoost. And with these algorithms, we have compared the proposed method. In the proposed model, this is the proposed model. We have taken the data set and we have transformed based on the feature selection. We have taken as usual the training data and test data, which is of 80-20 ratio. And next we have taken class imbalance handling issues because sometimes we may be having minor class and majority of the class, which leads to the biasing in the data. So that's why we need to overcome those class imbalance issues. And based on this, we have validated the errors, and the results are shown in the visualization. So these are the results. In this, the nav-based, decision tree, random forest, AdaBoost, and XGBoost. And the proposed method is boosted random forest. Here, the accuracy is compared to the remaining methods. It is 98.6. And precision recall and F1 scores also given. And they had it has shown very good accuracy results. And this is the ROC curve compared with all the algorithms. And if you see here, the coverage of the ROC curve for the proposed model is also very high. And coming to the conclusion, this data set is very low. If we have the large number of data set, then it is better to go with the neural networks, which can give very good results than the machine learning algorithms. This is my conclusion. And coming to the references, these are some of the references which I have used in this particular model. Thank you.
Yeah, so I would like to ask only one question. It is related to the data sets or inputs. So what kind of the data sets you have considered here?
Here we are having for errors also, we are having some JML data set, which we have taken from repository, Kaggle repository only, that is available. So that data set I have taken and I have worked on the data set. Previously, traditional algorithms also use the same data set, but the data set not was updated. If it is, if we have that updated data set, then it will be very fine to use different neural network methodologies.
Okay, okay, fine. Yeah, so nice work you have presented. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for the presentation. And with that, we have completed all the presentations for today's session. And I sincerely thank all our authors for their excellent presentation and contribution in this session, and all the participants for being a part of this international conference. I hope this session was informative enough. We, on behalf of the whole team, thank you for your support during this version and the previous 6th version of the conference. And we will be happy to have you in the 8th version in 2024. So all the presenters would be getting their digital certificates through email within 2 working days. Further, all the papers have already forwarded to Springer. The publication will be live within 6 months. So kindly cooperate with the team of SMARTCOM 2023. I would also like to thank our session chair for chairing the session, and this is a small token of appreciation on behalf of the team of SMARTCOM and Global Knowledge Research Foundation. So thank you so much for your valuable presence, sir.
Yeah, so thank you. I'm very much thankful to the entire team of the GR Foundation. I would like to congratulate Anisha for moderating this entire event, this session. And at the end, I would like to congratulate to all the presenters. And yeah, definitely when each and everyone try to present the kind of the research work, there is obvious scope of the improvement, but definitely whatever the topics they have presented and they have put their efforts. So I would like to congratulate to each and everyone. And I hope that next time when they will come, they will definitely come with some more improvements as well as more innovations. So with these words, I'm very much thankful to each and everyone who is associated directly and indirectly with this conference. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words. And now, as we have come to an end of the session, I request you all to please switch on your cameras for a quick snapshot of this virtual conference. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Stay safe and take care.